A lawyer on Friday said that President Donald Trump and his attorney Michael Cohen were told in 2013 about alleged abuse of two women by then New York Attorney General Eric Schneiderman. The lawyer, Peter Gleason, asked federal judge Kimba Wood in New York City for a protective order for any files relating to those women held by Cohen, whose home and office were raided by the FBI on April 9. Cohen currently is under criminal investigation by federal prosecutors in New York. Gleason's disclosure came 4 days after Schneiderman resigned, hours after a New Yorker article detailed his physical abuse of several women. Gleason said that he was originally contacted by two women, the first in 2012 and the second in 2013, who separately told him that Schneiderman was sexually inappropriate with them. The White House did not immediately respond to a request for comment, nor did the New York Attorney General's office or a lawyer for Cohen. The Office of the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York, which is overseeing the Cohen probe, declined to comment. Gleason said that he mentioned the women's allegation in the summer of 2013 to former New York Post columnist Steve Dunleavy, who, the lawyer said, immediately offered to tell Trump. In his letter to Judge Wood, Gleason wrote, "Mr. Dunleavy did indeed discuss this very matter with Mr. Trump as evidenced by the phone call I received from attorney Michael Cohen. But Dunleavy denied this account, telling CNBC on Friday that he didn't talk to Trump about the matter after Gleason had told him about the two women. I didn't talk to Trump about this," Dunleavy said over the phone from the Florida Keys. He conceded, however, "I have talked to Trump in the past." Dunleavy said Gleason called him Thursday about the proposed letter to Wood, but he didn't check with me to confirm that the former columnist had actually told Trump about it, Dunleavy told CNBC. "I may have spoken to Trump once, since I retired a decade ago," Dunleavy added. He also said he never talked to Cohen. "I've never spoken to Cohen, never, ever in my life," Dunleavy said. When told about Dunleavy's comments by CNBC, Gleason suggested that Dunleavy might have spoken to the secretary for Trump. "I did receive a call from Cohen the next day," Gleason said, adding that before that call, Cohen didn't know me from a hole in the wall. At the time of Gleason's call to Dunleavy about Schneiderman, Trump University was under investigation by the then Attorney General. Gleason declined to discuss the details of what he told Cohen, or anything that resulted from either that call or from Dunleavy's contact with Trump. But in his letter to Judge Wood, Gleason said that during my communications with Mr. Cohen I shared with him certain details of Schneiderman's vile attacks on these two women. In an interview Friday, Gleason said that soon after he spoke with Cohen, Trump tweeted the following message on September 11, 2013. Eliot Spitzer resigned as governor of New York in 2008 after his dalliance with a prostitute was revealed. Anthony Weiner, a congressman from New York City, resigned his seat in 2011 after the exposure of salacious tweets he had made. Jane Mayer, one of the New Yorker writers whose article about Schneiderman earlier this week led to his resignation, tweeted that not one source for our story on Schneiderman has any ties to Trump or Michael Cohen. In his letter to Wood, Gleason said he was motivated to seek an order protecting information about the women by alleged reckless behavior by Michael Avenatti, a lawyer for porn star Stormy Daniels. On Tuesday, Avenatti had released a bombshell report about payments made to Cohen by several businesses. Avenatti is seeking to be heard on a regular basis by Wood on the issue of the confidentiality of some of Cohen's files as they are reviewed by a court-appointed watchdog. Those files purportedly contain information about Daniels, who was paid $130,000 by Cohen right before the 2016 presidential election in exchange for her keeping quiet about an alleged affair she had with Trump in 2006. Lawyers for Cohen, Trump, the Trump Organization and Avenatti all have expressed concerns about files that could be subject to attorney-client privilege being seen by prosecutors investigating Cohen. Avenatti scoffed at Gleason's concerns when asked about them by CNBC. "Mr. Gleason has no idea what he is talking about regarding my behavior and appears to be doing the bidding for Mr. Cohen and Mr. Trump," Avenatti said. "What are they hiding?